Hey folks, Time to Moto Man here, back in the garage. Today we're going to do an oil change on the Indian Scout Rogue. To make things easy on myself, I purchased the oil change kit specifically for the Scout engines 60 and 69 cubic inches. The kit comes with 4 quarts of oil, an oil filter, and 2 crush washers. There are 2 drain plugs on this engine, so you need 2 crush washers. So before we get started, we're going to fire this thing up, let it idle for a few minutes, let everything get warm. Aside from the oil change kit, you'll need a 6mm Allen socket with a socket wrench, a torque wrench, a pair of gloves, a shop rag, and a pan that is low enough to fit under the motorcycle. Now we have to locate the 2 drain plugs. They are right here, here, and here. Right there. Just want to crack these a little bit. Before we remove them, I'm going to slide my pan in there. And we'll do our best to not drop them in the pan. There are crush washers also. You want to make sure that you get the crush washer didn't come off with this, so it's going to be stuck down at the bottom of the engine there. You want to make sure that you pull those out because those are going to be replaced. You don't want to stack 2 on top of each other. Neither one of those crush washers came out. Actually, I think one just popped out. Now I'm going to level the bike and let some of the excess oil drain out. See that extra oil coming out? Okay, your oil filter is right here. We shouldn't have to remove the horn. You can get your hand there. It's not super easy, but I think it's doable. Once it's fully drained, clean the surfaces for the oil plugs and the oil filter. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in my new oil filter here. You have to turn it sideways so you can't fill it up completely without spilling out the oil. So I'm just going to put a little bit in there, make sure that this seal is good and lubricated. This goes back in. You're going to do it hand tight, but put some force behind it. I don't know why this wire is hanging out down here. It looks like a clip came disconnected here, so I'm going to fix that off camera. Make sure my wire isn't dangling here. Now we're going to clean up and put the plugs back in place. Don't forget those new crush washers. And then we'll torque it down to 15 foot-pound of torque. This will take about 3 quarts, 16 ounces. They send you 4 quarts. You don't need all of it. So I'm going to fill this up with 3 quarts first. And then we're going to check the levels and make sure we don't go over. Okay, that's 3 quarts. I'm going to put the cap back on, fire it up, and let it idle upright for 30 seconds, and then stop the engine. Alright, for this last quart, we're just going to pour about 16 ounces. So after this, I'm just going to check my level again and repeat the process if needed. And we'll just add a little bit at a time, making sure that we don't go over. So that's it, guys. Just a simple oil change on the Indian Scout Rogue. Do yourself a favor, buy the kit from Indian. It's got the oil, the crush washers, the oil filter. It's got everything you need. Make sure you check for leaks when it's all said and done. And that's it.